Hi everyone. Okay, so I am just here in Kensington and I am about to go for my cryotherapy treatment. So for those who follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen this quite a few times on my story. I've been having quite a lot of treatment recently, so I thought I would do a vlog post about it, and I've been a little bit quiet recently just because of my knee injury and just trying to focus on getting myself back on court and recovering from that. So thought this is a perfect opportunity to show you exactly what treatment I've been getting and the whole process, and I'm going to introduce you to Alla, who is the person that runs Ice Health. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so I'm here in Kensington with Alla, and she owns Ice Health, and yeah, we're just going to run through a few questions. I've got the chamber behind me, that's what I'm going to be going into. So yeah, Alla, can you explain to us what cryotherapy is?
Well, cryotherapy is kind of like a big umbrella, so
Yeah.
anything below zero is called cryotherapy, even ice pack.
Okay.
But then it divides into 3 different types. It's cryosurgery.
Yeah.
The doctors use liquid nitrogen treating skin problems.
Yeah.
Cryocooling, which is anything below zero, including ice pack, and there are the machines that work with -5, -10.
Yeah.
And then cryoactivation,
Yeah.
stimulation, which is our equipment, because it's stimulating on a cellular level, which
Yeah.
is only achievable with temperatures below than -100.
Okay.
Because there are cryosaunas that work with temperatures -89.
Yeah.
It's good, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
it doesn't offer the same benefits as
Yeah. below
than -100 Celsius.
Okay, so what does cryotherapy do for your health? Because obviously, it's, if people have seen it before, they will know that it's used by a lot of famous people, a lot of celebrities. So what are the actual benefits for it?
There are different reasons for having cryotherapy. First of all, it's prevention.
Yeah.
Because I always say prevention is always easier, quicker, and the cheapest way.
Yeah.
People with illnesses.
Yeah.
And I've had, because I pioneered this treatment in the UK 6 years ago, so, and having the clinic, so I've had loads of people with different, even autoimmune problems, even leukemia.
Yeah.
Results are outstanding, but
Yeah.
it's amazing for well-being as well. So because it's dealing even with stress, with depression, so what the treatment does, it's all about improving blood and lymphatic circulation and
Yeah.
increasing the level of oxygen, which is extremely important.
Yeah.
So hence, by increasing oxygen level and increasing immunity, the body can fight then loads of different problems and infections, and even illnesses like fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, and inflammation.
Yeah.
In terms of sport, again, there are 2 reasons we're using cryotherapy. First of all, before the training or the fight or the game,
Yeah.
because it gives massive energy boost. So the person can train or fight or play much longer and harder. So the intensity is immense. It wouldn't be possible to the volume without the cryotherapy.
Yeah.
If the person has the treatments after the training or the game, it's obviously speeds up muscle recovery.
Yeah.
So hence
So
they
for
can get back
those-
to training much quicker.
Yeah. So for those like myself that train, obviously I train quite high on quite intensely, and so a lot of people might just say, well, just have an ice bath, just go and sit in a bath. What is the actual difference between having an ice bath and actually having cryotherapy?
I personally would compare ice bath and cryosauna as a nap
Yeah.
to a full night's sleep.
Okay.
So which means nap is good,
Yeah.
but it cannot be compared to a full night's sleep.
Yeah.
Now the difference is, because obviously with ice bath, first of all, the ice bath is quite unpleasant. I've never had the ice bath in my life, and I never will. While I love
They are
having
not very
cryosauna.
nice.
Yes. But the biggest difference is when someone is having the ice bath, it actually freezes the tissue quite deep.
Yeah.
So muscles lose capacity. So
Okay.
you wouldn't be able to train after the ice bath. While with our treatments, because it doesn't freeze anything at all, it purely works on skin receptors.
Yeah.
So hence especially when it gives that energy boost,
Yeah.
so you can train much longer and harder. So that's the benefit. Also, ice baths will not do the same job in terms of even, for example, like stress or the person who feels much more focused.
Yeah.
So because it doesn't reach the same temperature. So it does the job, don't get me wrong, but it's not on the same level.
Yeah.
And also, while in the ice bath, it actually prevents oxygen supply, which in some cases can be even dangerous.
Yeah.
In our case, on the contrary, it increases the level of oxygen.
Yeah. So it's not to say that you shouldn't do an ice bath or anything like that, but it's just actually saying this is the next level.
Exactly.
This is what you can do to really enhance your recovery and then even enhance performance as well.
Exactly. It's just, as I said, it's just a completely different level.
Yeah.
It's because of the lower temperature, which is not impossible with ice bath, because it's fluids.
Yeah.
This is dry cold.
Yeah.
So the lower the temperature, the better, and the more benefits.
Yeah.
So I said, which is not achievable with ice bath.
Yeah. Yeah. And so those of you that aren't necessarily into sport or fitness or training, then Alla also does beauty cryotherapy as well, don't you?
Yeah, but even beauty treatments, whether it's facial, slimming, bottom lift, cellulite, because it's all about improving blood circulation, lymphatic circulation. It's actually kicking starts metabolism, which is the core problem of putting the weight on.
Yeah.
Increasing oxygen, contracting collagen. There is always, I always say, it's not just about beauty, it's about health as well. Whichever area we do, it's about health. It's both, which is the best.
Perfect. Yes. Okay, so now I will get into the chamber and I'll show you what it's all about. Okay, so I'm in the cryo chamber at the moment and it is currently minus 123. So yeah, it's quite cold, but it's quite exhilarating. So yeah, it's good.
How does it help your training?
So it helps my training because it allows me to recover. I feel so much more refreshed after this. So when I have it on a Tuesday, it means that my Wednesday session, which is quite a hard, intense session, is actually a lot better, and it allows me to push harder. So yeah, it's been great, especially with recovering from a knee injury as well. It's allowed my body to work hard and then recover and then go again. So it's been perfect. Okay, so I am now just having some muscle stimulation done, and as you can see, this is focusing on the back of my knee, so where I actually have my injury, and it is just stimulating the muscles.
Yes, it's called isometric exercising, where the muscles are not actually working, they're just resisting.
Yeah. And I don't know if you can see it, but my foot occasionally twitches and moves. Take my fluffy slippers off.
Let's see. There we go.
Oh, there it is. And I'm not doing that on my own. That's just that's all you, Alla.
I know.
So the different positions that you're placing it, is that just targeting the different muscles?
Yeah, different muscles all around, yeah. So it's not just about the area of injury, it's all around as well, because obviously it weakens the muscles up everywhere.
Yeah. And it's not painful, but it's certainly
It's very powerful.
Yeah, and my muscles are
Look how it's lifted your leg.
Yeah, my muscles are involuntarily flexing, so it can be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's it's good.
But the reason why it's uncomfortable, it's uncomfortable when there is a problem.
Yeah.
So every time I do the points, muscles become stronger.
Yeah. See, this area is okay. Yeah. But then some areas not so okay.
Look how it's lifted.
So, and is this different power, that a different power source that is actually going through? It's actually lifted off the bed. Oh. So yeah, so is this a different type of power or?
No, it's not up to me. I press the button and I get contraction.
Okay.
So it's all down to your muscles. The stronger the muscles, the quicker they'll contract.
Okay.
And therefore it feels easier. The weaker the muscles, I have to go higher to get them contracted, and that's when it can feel uncomfortable at the beginning. But I said, the more I do it, the more comfortable it becomes. If I was, for example, to assess which area is weak, I could do it without even the clients telling me where the problem is, because the numbers would tell me.
Yeah.
Because the higher numbers, for example, it's 50 now.
Yeah.
So if it goes 70, 80, 90, that tells me the muscles are very weak in that area.
Yeah.
So I know there is a problem.
Okay.
So this one is, for example, 84.
Yeah.
So that's higher.
My hamstrings are not the strongest area of me, especially after having my knee operation, and they took that is sore. Forget to breathe. Okay.
But look, if I do it again, same area.
So that's right on my hamstring there.
You see, it's easier.
Yeah.
Because the first time it was 72, and now it's 66.
Yeah.
So it's like 6 points lower. So hence it feels easier.
Yeah. And this area that it's on now.
Now it's 64. So it was 72, then it was 66, now it's 64. Can you feel it's easier?
Yeah, definitely. So. Yeah. And that's right where they took part of my hamstring to create a new ligament in my knee. So it's always been a little bit weaker.
Can you feel?
Yeah. It definitely doesn't feel as bad.
Exactly. And we get the same strong contractions.
Okay, so we're now doing my quad and the front of my knee. And as you can see,
look,
there's my foot going all on its own. Excuse my cat scratches. Oh, that was my book. So why is it that we're now doing the quad?
Because obviously we've done the back. So as I said before, the whole area needs to be covered. So for example, if I have a client with the knee problem, I normally do above the knee, and then below the knee.
Yeah.
So the whole area. Look. It's quite powerful.
It is very powerful.
And if you wanted to resist,
I would not be able to.
Exactly. You wouldn't. Look.
Okay, try and resist. No, I can't. And it's now on to some localized cryotherapy for my knee. So I've just finished my cryotherapy session with Alla, and already my body is feeling so much better. I've had quite a tough day of training today, and I really do feel the effects of it. So if you are interested in it, you either live in London or you're actually in the Midlands, Alla has 2 studios that she does this in, and I highly recommend her. She's lovely, she really knows her stuff, and I definitely recommend that the benefits that I feel and the health benefits that come along with it, they do work. It is really happening. So I will put all of her information down and link it all up so you can go and take a look for yourself.